Good day everyone! Today I'll be discussing the counting sort algorithm. The counting sort algorithm is one of the most interesting sorting techniques. This algorithm was introduced by Harold H. Seward in 1954, and it still proves useful in certain modern-day applications, especially when you're dealing with a specific kind of data. Before we explore how the counting sort algorithm works, let's take a quick look at the background. Counting sort is a non-comparison based sorting algorithm. It was, as what I said earlier, it was introduced in 1954 by Harold H. Seward. What made counting sort stand out from other algorithms? It is approach. It doesn't rely on comparing elements. Instead, it uses a counting technique to determine the exact position of each number in the sorted output. This makes it much faster than many comparison-based algorithms under the right condition. Over the years, counting sort has become especially useful in situations where the range of input values is limited and the data contains many repeated values. It's commonly applied in tasks like grading system, inventory system, or any application where you're working with whole number within a known range.
The time complexity, the big O notation. So the counting sort has a time complexity of O times n plus k, where n is the number of elements to sort and k is the range of the input values. This means that algorithm executes in a linear time, depending on the size of the input and the range of possible values. So the algorithm performs best when the range of input values is small compared to the number of elements. In this case, it processes data quickly and uses less memory. However, when the range grows large, the resources required increase, which can limit its effectiveness in certain situations.
For real-world simulation, to assess the practical performance of counting sort, a simulation is conducted to a school grading system. The algorithm is applied to efficiently sort student exam scores ranging from 0 to 100. Handling a large number of entries with many duplicate values, this method helps organize academic records quickly and accurately, making it easy to create rankings, grade distributions, and performance reports. So, counting sort works in school grading system. It was used to sort many student exam scores between 0 and 100. Because many students had the same scores, counting sort works well. It helped organize the scores fast and correctly, making it easier to create rankings, grade lists, and performance reports. Test cases. The simulation tested counting sort with different cases like unique scores, repeated scores, same scores, and even no input. The test showed that the algorithm can correctly sort student exam results in different situations. So, counting sort in different situations like when all scores are different, when some are repeated, when all are the same, and even when there are no scores, it showed that the counting sort algorithm can still sort the exam result correctly in all these cases. Performance evaluation. We assessed how will counting sort perform by looking at two work aspects, execution time and memory usage in sorting dataset that was of a fixed range. We also look at how well it maintained accuracy and stability, making sure that when it was asked to sort a dataset that had various repeated duplicates, those duplicates come out in the same order by when, and also that final output was the same as the expected result. So we tested counting sort in different ways when students had all different scores. Some had the same scores, all had the same scores, and even when there were no scores in every cases, the method worked well and sorted the result correctly. Evaluation method. In order to better understand how the counting sort compares to the other methods, like we also eh, we also tested other algorithms such as quick sort and merge sort. We measured that the performance of each algorithm in terms of speed, memory usage, and handling of repetitive values using dataset of different size and values range. So to understand how counting sort compares to other methods, we also we also tested quicksort and merge sort. So we check how fast they were, how much memory they use, and how will they handle repeated scores. We did this using different sets of data with different size and score range.
Hi, good day. Hi, Rachel Mainuevo. For my part, I'll be continuing the discussion by going over the strength, limitation, and comparison of the counting sort algorithm. Let us take a closer look at where it worked best, where it struggles, and how it compares to the other sorting methods. Algorithm strength. For an input array with a large amount of repeated values, counting sort is an excellent sorting algorithm for a particular range with a large values. Counting sort is very quick and consistently provides accurate results, which is very beneficial for operational process in real life. Limitations and challenges. It is important to notice the drawbacks of counting sort. So, if you have a very large range of input values, it can consume a lot of memory. Also, the algorithm assumes that you need to know the range of your data upfront, which may restrict how you are able to use it. In this case, you may wish to explore optimizations or go another directions altogether. Comparative analysis. A comparison of different sorting methods shows that counting sort is most effective for that datasets with a fixed range of many repeated values. However, its performance decreases as the range of input values becomes larger. Therefore, the selection of the most suitable sorting algorithm depends largely on the specific characteristic of the data being processed.
So good day everyone, I'm Cursilio Robles from BSIT2H and I am the representative of the counting sort algorithm in the real-world simulation. So first, we use the Java language and test the assessment of the students' scores 0 to 100. We sort it from least to greatest or least to largest and then measure its execution time and its memory usage. Also, in our performance evaluation, so we test the comparison between the counting sort algorithm and the merge sort algorithm in a large data sets. So we measure its execution time and also the memory usage of each algorithm. So let's discuss it. So in this Java code, so we created a counting sort algorithm which measures the execution time and the memory used. So this is based on our real-world simulation which measures the 100 datasets or 100 students and entered the exam scores. So by this, we enter the 75 to 100. So this is a passing scores to perfect scores. So the counting sort algorithm has execution time to 10,300 nanoseconds and uses 0 bytes, which means that the function of the counting sort algorithm is less if the datasets has a fixed range. In this code, so we have a comparison of the counting sort algorithm and the merge sort algorithm with a data size of 1 million. So with this, we measure the execution time and the memory use of each algorithm if the max value is higher. So with these large data sets, so the first attempt is 100. So the counting sort algorithm, as the execution time was lesser in the merge sort algorithm, and also the memory use was lesser in the merge sort algorithm. In our second attempt, we use as large maximum value, which is the 10,000 maximum value, that generated random numbers and calculate the execution time and the memory use. So the counting sort algorithm has lesser time compared to the merge sort algorithm, and also memory use of the counting sort algorithm is lesser than the merge sort algorithm, which is true that because the time complexity of the merge sort algorithm is O times n log n, while the time complexity of the counting sort algorithm is O times n plus k, which is it was good for fixed range. In our third attempt, we uses a 1 million maximum value of random numbers and generated it with counting sort algorithm and merge sort algorithm. So the counting sort algorithm has a lesser time than the merge sort algorithm, while the memory use of the counting sort algorithm has larger than the merge sort algorithm. So in this case, the assessment of our algorithm and the comparison analysis was proven, and the counting sort algorithm is good for datasets with fixed range and not for larger datasets.